Yo, people. Yo. I am tired, fam. I'm tired. Listen, it might have to be flashlight settings. I might wait until the rest of them get here, but I'm tired. That was a missed opportunity for us today. 100% missed opportunity. A little bit disappointed, I can't lie, because even though people will say, listen, we got the point, we got out, for me, nah. W settings only. Like I said before the game, I think we've missed an opportunity there to collect a win. Big up to everybody in the chat. Lateness is greatness. I didn't even remember to even say lateness is greatness. That's how you know. That's how you know something's gone wrong. When I forget to say lateness is greatness, you know something's gone wrong. True say you know. Such a tiring game, man. Like, just exhausting. Man United, I think, they've drawn most of their big six away games 0-0 this season, apart from the Tottenham one, 6-1, and one other, I think, against Arsenal. So Saeed was right. Do you know what I mean? Saeed was right. 0-0. That's what you have to expect from a team like this when they come to Stamford Bridge. They don't need to win. They're not in the title race. We said in the preview they can come for a draw, and that's what they did. They just said, listen, we're just gonna in the second half just say screw it. We're gonna get the draw and leave. And I can't really complain at them. I think we shot ourselves in the foot because, again, as Thomas Tuchel said in the last game, in the final 20 meters, we are just not good enough. And since he's come in, that's been the one area of the pitch where we've just not been good enough. We are not clinical enough as a team. We don't put away chances. We didn't even really create any chances today, true say. So we only have ourselves to blame. Again, a Chelsea team that are fit and firing up front, they win that game. And that's where the frustration comes from, because we could have gone ahead of West Ham in the league, up to 4th. We've got Liverpool next, then Everton. So I don't really think this is a good point. I think it's a missed opportunity for us. Very disappointed today. Starting 11, we start with there. I mean, listen, starting 11 was interesting because took out Jorginho, put Kante in, and took out Werner and put Ziyech in. I think both decisions complemented each other in the fact that if you're going to take out Jorginho, you're going to want to still have the ball, so you put Ziyech in there. But for me, Ziyech today was just underwhelming. Really underwhelming, man. I would have really taken him off at half-time. I don't really think he showed anything. Very frustrating in the first half, just kept losing the ball. And really, this is very similar to what happened at Ajax with him. And I know I'm going to bring balance to the conversation. 100%. Dami and Anita will join us later. 100% he was doing this at Ajax, but 100% he's come back from injuries. I think he's had 2 injuries this season. Just when he was going into form for us, bang, gets injured again. So I understand all of those things, but at the same time, he's 27, I think, in his prime. And for me, I'm just a bit disappointed today because gave the ball away a lot. He's a moments player. Yes, he can do great things. You know, we shit on Bruno Fernandes quite a lot, but he's actually quite similar in not stylistically, but just in the fact that he has moments in the game, but he can also frustrate you as a player, give the ball away. At Ajax, he used to give the ball away 20, 30 times a game sometimes. And it's just long. It's long to watch because when he's not at it, he looks awful. And that's how he was today, especially in that first half. Dreadful. Just dreadful. I'm going to go through the chat as well. Big up to everybody who come join me live. It's a dead game. I'm not going to lie. This review is going to be the shortest one we've probably ever done as a review team. It's long. It's long for everybody, man. I think we need a bit of balance when it comes to Ziyech. We've gone from wizard to madness. I think in the middle, if you just go into the middle, that's where you find the middle ground. And yeah, he needs to step up real quick because he's not a guaranteed starter under Tuchel. We've seen that already. And I think so far this season, there's been a couple highs, but there's been a couple lows as well. It's been very up and down with him. So it's a 0-0. It's the deadest game you could possibly want to cover as a Chelsea fan. So like I said, it's a bit long for us. I mean, first off, what did you guys make of it? Let me know in the comments. I mean, of course, let me update the score as well. Kante, first half to second half, for me, there's big differences there. I think, personally, like I said, he's one of them players where there's pros and cons to playing him, right? Because first half, a lot of people felt he was good because he made interceptions and tackles, and he definitely kept Bruno Fernandes under control. Second half, I think he was even a lot better. Definitely kept Bruno under control. And that's what he was in the team for. Tuchel even said it. He said, listen, I'm putting him in the team because we need to keep Bruno under control. I think he said it in his pre-match. Kovacic and Kante are playing and Jorginho's not because we need to keep Bruno under control. But he gave the ball away a lot in that first half, man. Gave the ball away a lot. A lot of turnovers. I think 8 turnovers, 66% passing accuracy. And under the press, you could see the difference between him and Kovacic. And I love the fact that he wins the ball back and his interceptions and whatnot. But if you're going to give it away after you win the ball, defeats the purpose. Do you know what I mean? Then you've just given the ball back. So what did we really gain out of the situation? We're back defending again. And if you see the first half, the stats were 50% possession. Usually under Thomas Tuchel in most of our games this season, we've blown teams away possession-wise. We've had more possession. This game was a bit more even, partly because Man United were playing a bit higher up than I expected as well, but also partly because I think just whether it was Ziyech, Kante, we just gave the ball away too much. We wasn't clever with it. We wasn't concise with the passing. It was very lackluster and loose. So I was a bit disappointed on that front. Shout out to Rudiger and Christensen. Clean sheet again. Clean sheet again from them. That's big for them. No real worries defensively. I know everybody wants to talk about that penalty. For me, it's not a penalty. I just heard Ole Gunnar Solskjaer say it was. I don't know what he's watching. We had to watch as a fan base Maguire choke slam Aspilicueta in the box, and nobody said a word. Nothing. Not an eye was bite. Not a word. But now Greenwood brushes off his arm, Hudson-Odoi, and suddenly it's a penalty. How is that a penalty? How? I don't understand. I'm bare confused how that's a penalty. For me, absolutely not. And I don't even know how that even went to VAR. So the two managers disagree on that heavily. Tuchel said, I don't even know why that goes to VAR. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is saying that it was a guaranteed penalty. I mean, personally, for me, absolutely not. So I don't really know. Ollie's saying he's taking shots at Lambs. I don't know what Ollie's doing. Like I said, Saeed called it 0-0 game. Boring as hell. Both teams lackluster in the final third. And this is what I'm saying with Chelsea, right? Final 20 meters again. Southampton, same thing. Final 20 meters dead. Poor on, not good enough. Not good enough. For me, you have the opportunity to go and win a game like this and cement yourselves in the race for the top 4, and you don't take it because, again, just final third just wasn't clear cut, wasn't good enough. So I'm very disappointed, people. Because for me, like I said, Man United were there to be got at. I don't think they're a great team. I keep saying this. I think their position is really just down to a lot of the time individual brilliance. And today you saw they didn't have that individual brilliance. Bruno couldn't get that goal that he usually gets for them, and they're not a great team in my opinion. I think they're just, they're well organized defensively against the top 6 away from home if they want to be. They have moments of individual brilliance. They've got great players that can do great things at times. And I'm not going to lie, we're looking like that a little bit as well. You go Giroud in the Atletico Madrid game, that's a moment of brilliance. We talk about Ziyech, a player that can do moments of brilliance, but a lot of the time is wasteful and lackluster as well. So for me, it's just hella disappointing. It's hella disappointing. So this game, I want to let me know what you think in the comments as well. Like I said, Dami and Anita are going to come on. I'm going to get the flashlight, lights go off, and I'm going to do an investigation, deep analysis investigation when they come. But I'm just rambling with my feelings right now because I personally, for me, I just wanted the W, and this wasn't it. This was not it. Ken Berry with the super chat says, funny how Werner or Tammy might have been better playing the first half and Giroud come on after United sit back. I don't think Tuchel, and I didn't predict personally that Man United would be so high up the pitch. So I'm not really going to get onto Tuchel. I think if you was a betting man and most people said to themselves, what is Ole going to do in this game? He's probably going to sit back. But then when you see Giroud in the starting 11, maybe you say to yourself, okay, we're going to press up. So it's one of those things where it's in-game, tactical things can change. Maybe Ole just said to him, yo, Giroud's up front, everyone push up 10, 20 yards. And that is the finer details of the game. So I'm not going to blame anyone for that, but 100% you're right. It does hamper you. This is the thing. When you play Werner and Giroud, you get that versatility where if they're playing a low block, you've got Giroud. If they're playing a high line, you've got Werner. It gives you that versatility. Whereas because we played Ziyech today instead of Timo Werner, we had no answer to that in the first half. It was like, okay, they're a bit higher up than we expected. What are we going to do now? We have no real threat in behind. It's a mad one, to be honest. I mean, I wasn't really angry with the start of 11. I understood it. We have to rotate. Tuchel's going to rotate. You know, I know a lot of people maybe would have said, you know, play Timo Werner, play Jorginho, but we have to understand we've got Liverpool on Thursday. So as a manager, I understand why you're going to do a bit of rotation. But at the same time, for me, I would have played Jorginho in this game personally. But Kante was good defensively, on the ball, a bit average. So pros and cons. I don't feel like that's where the game was really won and lost, because again, this team didn't create any chances, and it's not like as if, you know, Jorginho is going to create bare chances all the time. He's not Cesc Fabregas, but I just think we would have been a bit better in possession. But lackluster in the final third, man. Lackluster. I want to go through the chat. People are saying Mount needs a rest. Fair play. I mean, he does play every game, so he potentially may get a rest against Liverpool. Ziyech was a bit dead still. Ziyech is one of them ones, man. I'm like I said, I'm not really worried because I'm not really mad surprised. I know he can do moments of brilliance, and I know he can be a frustrating player. I think if you came into this thing thinking that he was just a wizard and he was always going to be on game and he was always going to be on point and he was going to be the talisman for the team, that's where you might have got lost, because he's not always going to be that guy. There's a reason why he was at Ajax for so long, is because, yes, there are good points, but there's also frustrating things as well. And like I said, it's very similar to Bruno. He's going to need, true say, that Bruno level of output, like that one matter prime season at Chelsea level of output, to make up for the moments where he is frustrated and he is giving the ball away and he is a bit lackluster. If you're going to be like that, then you need to have that one matter output, that Bruno Fernandes output. That's the only way you can compensate for doing all that shit. So for me, it's one of those ones. Someone said we need Havertz next game. It really depends if he's fit. A lot of people are saying, why isn't Kai Havertz playing? We don't know how fit he is. I don't really know the situation on him. Like I said, he's been in the squad and whatnot, but is he starting? Is he ready to start? Is he ready to lead the line? I mean, I would like to see him, as I've said before, I'd like to see him in a front two with Timo Werner, with Mount just behind. I think it would be an interesting one, because Kai Havertz, again, he's got the finishing, he's got the tech, he's got the build-up and the link-up players from playing in midfield, he's got the pace. In the air, he should be a bit stronger. Not as strong as Giroud, but stronger than Abraham, stronger than Werner. So I'd like to see it. But I have to make this very clear. People. No one change and no one change in the selection and the team is going to just transform this attack and make it golden. You know, Havertz is not a ruthless killer up front. He's not a goal scorer. He's not Erling Haaland. He's just another option. So I don't think there's anyone in this team or in this squad that just transforms this attack. It's a lack of ruthlessness up front, really, from everybody. You know, we could say we should play Tammy, we should play this, we should do that. But at the end of the day, Tammy's not banging in goals that regularly against top teams. Werner's not that clinical right now. And Giroud, we know Giroud's not clinical because he's not a 30, 25, 20 goal a season merchant. So regardless of who these names, you swap them in, swap them out, it's the whole team needs to come together and get them goals. Listen, I'm not going to take up too much more time. I've got Dami in the building. Hopefully he's got some energy, because I surely don't. And like I said, I might even shut off the lights and do an investigation team. I'm disappointed, people. Dami, let's see what Dami's got to say. Enter Dami into the chat. Do you know what I'm saying? Bang, boom. Bob's your uncle. What are you saying, brother? Because I'm not going to lie. This might be our shortest review ever, fam. That might be it. Raw, where did these come from, fam? You know them ones, yeah, where you're slacking and struggling. Sweets just pop out of nowhere. Are you drinking? Is that real drink? Bro, you can't drink on stream, bro. Bro, you're muted. I can't hear you, bro.
I'm not speaking.
I can't hear you.
I'm not speaking. There's nothing to say, G.
Oh, there's nothing. Are you? Don't do that, because you know I've got technical difficulties sometimes. Don't do that.
I'm not taking the mic. There's absolutely nothing to say. I'm actually not taking the piss. I'm not taking the piss. Like, did you watch that game, fam? Did you actually watch that game?
Raw, fam. Yeah, but
that was listen, yeah.
I just found sweets out of nowhere. I opened up my cupboard. I'm happy now. Raw.
I found gum, fam.
Yo, we're actually all right. We might be all right still. Man said player ratings. You know what? I don't usually do player ratings, but we might have to do it. Where's my flashlight, fam? Yo, hold on. yeah? It's one of them ones. FBI, fam. Put your hands up, Chelsea, fam. You're under arrest. Do you know what I'm saying? You're under arrest for criminal activity, bro. Criminal activity. Whole stream, I'm going like this, bro. Bun the lights. Bun the lights. You know, we got the dark kit in the background. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't even want these two to see this. We didn't win. These two win this game. You see these two here? These two win this game. Bun that too. FBI settings, PC Matisse in the building.
Detective settings, do you know what I'm saying? You got Sherlock Holmes in the building.
PC,
what are you talking about?
Yo, PC Matisse in the building.
I'm here to take notes, fam. We're taking notes. You know them way there, fam. That's what we're doing, taking notes and whatnot. Bro, what are we saying? Let's actually start. You know, I'm going to start this investigation and I want to ask you, yeah, Hakim Ziyech, #1 suspect, fam. One of the biggest suspects I saw on the pitch today. You understand? Came into the shop, apparently, and I can't see nothing. That's how bad this game was. I don't want to see anything, fam. I've taken off my glasses because there's absolutely nothing to see. Hakim Ziyech, this brother came onto the pitch, and Willian now has more goal contributions than he does this season. Do you know what that is?
Bro, there's an investigation going on for this team right now in the final 20 meters, bro. I'm calling the police, bro. I said on Twitter, if these brothers were shooters, you would need no body armor.
Fam.
None.
Fam.
These brothers can't kill nothing, bro. They can't kill nothing, bro.
These guys can't finish, fam. They can't finish.
They can't even create, bro. No chances created, bro.
Listen, yeah. If these lot saw me at Khalifa, fam, if they had that in their room, they still wouldn't be able to finish, fam. That's how bad these brothers are, fam. They are mental, fam. Absolutely mental. Honestly, yeah, I had bare of those jokes on the team, but broski, true say, these brothers are shambolic. Literally, if our lives depended on our attackers, we would have died in November. You understand? Ooh. That's how bad these youths are. Bro, I'm annoyed, fam.
These sweets are so sour, yeah. They got more kick in these sweets than the Chelsea attack, bro. More kick in them, bro. That's me eating that sweet is the most alive I've felt for the past 2 hours watching that game.
I watched that game live on stream. Big up to some of the people that were on the stream. I can see some of you in the comments. The most entertaining thing from that game was when my chicken nuggets fell on the table, fam. That's the most entertaining part of that whole game. These brothers, literally, that was actually horrible, fam. Honest to God, that was actually a horrible game.
Once again, I said copy and paste your post-match interview from Southampton. Copy and paste it, bro.
I don't even know what more to say, bro. On God, literally, because that game was literally. There's not. I don't even. People are sat here waiting for us to say something. What much more do you want us to say, fam? What are we supposed to say? Absolutely nothing, fam. Absolutely nothing. You got my teeth. How am I doing? Okay, Google, switch off my lights. Absolutely not, fam. Absolutely not. We're switching off everything, fam. I'm even going to unplug my monitor, fam, because we don't deserve to see me in this thing. Can you imagine? My video quality has gone down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They're asking for a tactical breakdown again.
Bro, what is there to break down? This team. All right, so first half, yeah. No, I'm not standing up. This team don't deserve for me to rise. I'm not getting up off my backside. Nah. This team, first half, we're dead. Like I said, dead.
You see this wall? Can you see this wall? This is Chelsea's creativity, fam. Blank. No creativity, no source, no vibes, nothing, fam. Absolutely nothing. They don't do nothing, fam. Nothing. Can you see this? This is plain, fam. That's how Chelsea play. Straight up, fam. Make it bigger, fam. Make it bigger. What we say, make it bigger, fam. Go on, make it bigger. Let these brothers see what's going on. Because there's nothing, fam. This is Ziyech's creativity. Can you see this big gap in space over here? Okay, then on this corner, okay, this is Werner's finishing ability. Bro, you're muted, fam. What's happening? You're muted. You've muted yourself. What have you done? Yes, you're muted. You're actually muted.
I don't know about StreamYard settings like that. You know what I'm saying? Let me not even fiddle with the screen too much. For me, bro, that was long. That was long. It was long for everybody, fam.
I have no words. I don't know what more. Literally, Matisse, I don't know how you've been here for this long, fam. Because I don't know what else to say. You've been streaming for 20 minutes before we came on. Before I came on, how, fam? What did you talk about? What have you covered?
Do you know what? Yeah. Just the only thing that's annoying is that Man United were there to be got at. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not like as if they played really well and we got out 0-0 and said to ourselves, "Cool, we're gonna leave it and we'll move on to the next game." The game was there for us. Like we know they in second half they were like, Ollie was like, "Cool, listen, 0-0 again. You know the story. We did this in every other big game. 0-0, we move on. 0-0, we move on. We talk later. Simple as that. Move on." And that was the story. That was the situation. They were just like, "Nah, we're not gonna bother." That's what happened. And a potent Chelsea team with clinical attacking players in the final third, from a chance creation point of view, from a goal scoring point of view, they win that game. And if you don't think we needed to win that game, I don't know, because maybe may the Lord Jesus hold you tight.
bro. You know what? Yeah, actually, let's actually do so. I want to circle in some certain individuals. Yeah. What did you think of our midfield together as a unit? Because true say, before N'Golo Kante really came in, Kante has his positives, but he definitely showed me as his negatives today as well. You understand? Kovacic today showed me as positives, and definitely saw that he has negatives as well. You know, coming from Mason Mount showed the same things. Then I saw Callum Hudson-Odoi getting injured. I nearly drove my tractor down to Stamford Bridge, fam. You understand? With my pitchforks and everything, until I saw my brother got injured. Ben Chilwell, once again, I really don't want to say too much about Ben Chilwell. You know, bro, I don't even know where to start breaking this game down from. Because true say, Tuchel, what more can he do? What can he actually do at this point in time? There's not much more for him to do. Matisse, help me, fam.
Brother said, "I think you're overreacting. We could have won, but they also could have won even game at the end of the day." Yes, the game was even, but it didn't have to be if we were on job. This is the point. I'm not overreacting. I'm very calm. You ain't going to see no shouting from me today. My point is that if this team was more ruthless in the final 20 meters, we would have won that game. They didn't turn up for the second half to win. They just chilled. Vibes. 0-0. Go and look at Ollie's past fixtures in the top 6 this season. 0-0s away from home in all of them. Bar the Arsenal and Tottenham game 6-1. 0-0s. It's not a coincidence that Ollie gets 0-0s. He's playing for a result. He doesn't.
Didn't you see their front three? Their front three told me everything I needed to know, fam. Dan James, Mason Greenwood, and Rashford. That's counter-attack settings, fam. Bro, I knew that's exactly what they were going for. Straight up.
It's not a coincidence that they drew 0-0 with us, because that's what they wanted. They're not going to win the title, and they're trying to make sure that they stay in the top 4, and we are chasing the top 4. So they didn't want to lose points and make the advantage drop off. So it's 0-0. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, yes. I mean, look, like I said, for me, I'm going into these games saying we need to win. So if we don't win, I'm going to be disappointed. There's nothing to be overreacting about. I'm disappointed. I don't know if you're happy with a draw. I'm not. So it depends. Because I'm not happy with a draw.
People are acting like we couldn't be 7th, fam, by now, literally. Do you know that? Everton, true say, 2 games in hand. Liverpool, they're going to play Sheffield United. You understand? These brothers, look, listen, not 7th, sorry, 6th, sorry. We could be 6th if Everton win their next 2 games. So my thing is, Leicester, okay, and West Ham, they let go of their girlfriends for the weekend. They left them with Chelsea. They said, you know what? You brothers can do whatever you like with our girlfriends. We'll come back next week. Chelsea just sat down there like the 14-year-old virgins at the back of set 8 class, fam. And we did nothing. We didn't do nothing, fam.
We just drew. People say overreacting. Everything I've said in this stream is the same thing Tuchel said last game against Southampton. Same thing we've been saying all season, that this team is not clinical. That Timo Werner, Giroud, Abraham, none of them are clinical. Now Ziyech has come to the party and joined in not being clinical. The final third is not cutthroat enough. We don't score enough goals. Where defense is very good, very solid, very organized, very structured. The attack is not scoring enough goals. So we need to improve on that. And it's taken a bit longer than I expected. We're 5th behind West Ham. And we just played a Man United team that we keep saying is not as good as their position. They, for me, are a team based on individual brilliance and against the top teams, defending and countering. And like I said, we've come up against that opposition nearly every game since Tuchel's been here. And I've been waiting and expecting for the front three to be more potent and be more ruthless in their decision making, their chance creation, and their goal output.
Listen, not only that. Remember, there's a reason why I went out and splurged. You understand? We splurged on these brothers so we could not have this issue this season, but it's still consistent, still persistent, still happening, still frustrating. So, Trucy, at the end of the day, I don't think you can. I'm not out here shouting. You know, I'm not shouting. I'm not making anything mad. We're not dragging Tuchel. Nobody is dragging Tuchel on this stream. Nobody. If anything, I'm asking the players to back Tuchel even more.
It's the players for me.
It's the players
right now. It's the players. I mean, we didn't create enough chances, which was annoying. But again, it's not like the team that was creating loads of chances in the last few games was scoring a lot of goals. When they create a lot of chances, they still don't score.
Do you know what the problem? Do you know? Let me make our issues clear to the people that are watching. Yeah. Number one, Chelsea's attacking impetus today was poor. It has been poor. We've been expecting improvement. We still haven't gotten it. That's number one. Number two, we wanted to take advantage of West Ham and Leicester losing. That rarely happens. If we won today, we would be in the top four. And that would have left us a point ahead of West Ham. That would have made life a lot easier. It would have brought us closer to third as well. I mean, not third, sorry. It would have brought us closer to second. Would have been 3 points away from second at that point in time. So many things could have been positive from us today. But overall, we were poor. We had chances to finish, but we didn't do that. So everybody's talking about, it was an okay game. It was an okay game in the grand scheme of things for United fans. But
it's a better result for United.
It's a better result for United. Because as a Chelsea fan, you're looking at United fans are looking at this like, okay, we haven't moved. We're still top four. We're still kind of here. You understand? No too many big issues. This was the chat. Literally, we're not playing United again. So literally, whatever happens between United and everyone else is in their hands. We have no control over United. This was our chance to get closer to them, and we've fumbled the bag. So of course I'm not happy. Of course I'm not happy. You can't expect me to sit down here and say that I'm happy or satisfied with the result. Because truthfully, if I did that, I'd be lying to you. We really, really should be progressing more in the table. We really, really should be taking advantage of Leicester and West Ham losing. We really, really should start scoring goals as well. I've not even watched Tuchel's post-match, but I'm pretty sure he said the exact same thing. I'm pretty sure he had to say the exact same thing.
I wouldn't be surprised. He said that he was impressed today with the organisation of the team and the fact that, again, we didn't concede. I think he's happy with the fact that the team is solid and difficult to beat. And I think he knows that it's going to take a lot longer to improve the final third. Like, it's easier to set up a structure and organise a team not to be beaten than it is to fix the attacking play of the team. I think when you go through the list of attacking players we have, Timo Werner has been inconsistent with his finishing this season, new to the league, and has struggled and has said publicly that he struggled. I know he didn't play today, but I'm going to go for everyone to try and get to the root of our attacking problems. He said publicly that, you know, the teams that he's coming up against, the defenders are a lot bigger, stronger, and it's clear that he's adapting and he's struggling. Kai Havertz, very clear, you know, struggling to adapt as well. Pace of the league is a bit faster. Used to getting more touches at Bayer Leverkusen than he's got here at Chelsea. Used to being the focal point, not really the focal point anymore. You get fewer touches, maybe your influence in the game drops off. And again, he's adjusting to the league and still trying to get the output on point. So not really too surprising. Abraham, top scorer, but I think it's not a lot of goals, and I think that's telling as well for the rest of the team that we haven't scored enough goals. Scores against, you know, the mid-table, bottom of the table teams, but top teams he struggles. We know there's areas of his game he needs to improve, and you know we've even seen it already linked with Haaland, so he's being looked at. He's potentially being looked at as being someone that can be replaced and improved upon in the team. Giroud, never been a striker to get 20, 30 goals a season. We know he's going to have great moments against Atletico Madrid where he scores an overhead kick. We know technically he's very complete as a player and he's going to be very good at link up and hold up play. But he's not going to score you a truckload of goals. We know that. We should know that. He's not someone that you want to be your first choice striker if you're going to win major trophies. We should know that. Who else am I missing? You know, Ziyech. Ziyech is a moments player. At Ajax, same thing. Used to give the ball away 20, 30 times a game, but he has moments, really big moments. He can have a long shot, you know, a crossfield ball to the back post. He can have big moments, but he is going to frustrate you. He's had a couple of injuries this season. He was going into a bit of form and then bang, another injury. He's 27, so he's in his prime. That's the other side of it as well. He does need to show the output a lot quicker than the other young players, but he's also struggling recently as well. Mason Mount, young, developing, output is not going to be high either. Final third decision making can be improved. The final pass, making sure that you make the right selection, the right weight of pass as well. Can get goals, but again, shooting in the box can improve. More composure. I've gone through the whole attack. Hudson-Odoi is not playing up there right now. He's right wing back. I've gone through the whole attack. Every single player is either young, lack of experience in this league, or not an experienced goal scorer. So I'm not making excuses, but when you go through them individually, it's not really surprising. Do you know what I'm saying? It's almost like hopefully next season you'll get a lot more attacking output and efficiency from this team, because all of these new signings without a year in the Prem, I always give everybody a year in the Prem. Second year, I want you firing. So you'd expect them to be firing. Young players, you expect them to continue to develop as well. And again, summer market, you never know. Pulisic is another one. Listen, Pulisic is the same. Young player, still developing. Final third has been quite poor this season in terms of his output, finishing wise, and decision making is quite poor as well. He's had that moment after lockdown, which we all saw, which was brilliant. But let's be real. We haven't seen enough of him because he continues to keep getting injured, calf strains, all this stuff, tear, and he's missing too many games. And for me, his biggest problem is staying fit. And if you're not going to stay fit, that's a different problem. That's availability and your value. So it's annoying. It's annoying, people. Drizzy says, we are United fans. We're not proud of this game. The boring style is pissing me off. I want Oli gone so badly. Chelsea should have won. It's good to get a United perspective because I don't think either fan base can be too best pleased with what they saw tonight watching that game. One thing I say with United is that you're in a position to play like that and come to our ground and get a result like that because you're ahead of us in the league in second. The gap stays 6 points. You're calm. For me as a Chelsea fan, I'm more frustrated because it was an opportunity missed and an opportunity to win the game. But without further ado, the final person, Anita, comes into the building. Hopefully she's got some energy because I certainly don't. Drained, disappointed, and despair. Anita, what you got?
Anita, please. Oh God, she's the same.
What you got? Come on, do something.
I
please.
don't have nothing for you. I am so sorry. I don't have a damn thing. I can smile. That's all I can do. I think this match was terrible, man. I think well, I said it so many times. Our final third is going to cost us this season. I don't know when, and I don't know which competition, but it is going to cost us. I just hope it doesn't cost us with top four. It was shocking. It was shocking. But you know what was so interesting about this match? The only thing that was interesting was the midfield battle. The midfield battle.
Yeah,
it was beautiful. We marked out Bruno beautifully. That was nice. But that's about it. Everything else was whack. Defensively, we were whack. Going forward, we were whack. There was just nothing really appeased me today. I'm worried.
Give credit to Christensen and Rudiger for the clean sheet now.
Okay, did Man United really, I can't do it. I can't do it. They can take it. If they want it, I will give it to them. But I cannot give them any sort of accolades, nothing. I can't give Chilwell accolades. Chilwell can't play big back. He can't play.
African accent came out. Oh, God.
When I tell you, Chilwell.
We didn't create that many chances. People are saying we should have won. I mean, we should have won if we had our wits about us, but we didn't really create much.
How? The thing is, people say we should have won. I want you to tell me how, because I couldn't see it. I couldn't see us scoring. And it's like, we did have two clear-cut chances, yeah? And the one that pissed me off the most was the Pulisic one. Pulisic, you are fighting for your spot at the moment, yeah? You did a Harry Kane there. You're meant to square it to the player that is running across, yeah? That's what you're meant to do. You're meant to line it up for them. But you go and you shoot. Fair enough. If you shot and it was on target, fine. But you were shooting as if you're playing rugby, my guy. This is ridiculous. I don't understand. And I tweeted today, nobody get on to me, but somebody in the team thinks they're Mohamed Salah. I'm not going to say who, but hey, that's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to say.
Are you going to... Who are you rubbing out, fam? Just say the name. Who are you rubbing out?
I don't know. Someone call him, I don't know, the American Dragon or whatever. I don't know.
Man
American derby. Yeah, because all he's doing is ruining things. He's ruining it. He's actually ruining it. I'm so sorry. He's ruining it.
He's ruining it. Look at my lips. Ruining it.
He's ruining it. Like, I want Christian Pulisic to come back. The Christian Pulisic that we saw off the end of last season, I want it back. I do. But at the same time, he's kind of proven me right. I said at the beginning of last season, yeah, this is why a lot of Chelsea fans don't really like me too tough.
Yeah, the chat's going off already. Like I said, it's good. Do you know what, yeah? People, remember this channel is about debate. I don't like having everybody have the same opinion. Otherwise, I'll get bored and fall asleep. So talk your talk, and if I disagree, I'll chime in.
Literally, yeah. What I said at the start of the season, last season, was that I said a couple of things. I said, I don't think Pulisic can fill the Hazard void the way people are expecting it to happen, right? Because at the end of the day, people said that Pulisic is being brought in to replace Hazard, right? And I didn't get that vibe. Cool. I also said, how many injuries has Pulisic had? Why is it going to be different when he comes to Chelsea? Everyone went to come and batter me. I read up on the guy. The guy's had like 18 to 19 injuries before coming to Chelsea. I thought this is alarm bells. The guy is 20. Why does he have so many injuries? Cool. He's not consistent. He was getting benched at Dortmund. Why is that? Why was Sancho starting ahead of him at Dortmund when they were both playing on the right? Why is that? What was happening there? I started to look into these things, and I'm just thinking, I don't think this guy is going to do very well in the Premier League, and it's showing. I mean, don't get me wrong. Off the end of last season, he was phenomenal. I was thinking, if he can carry this on, I will be so happy. But he got the injury against Arsenal, and he hasn't been the same ever since. He's just been a different guy, and that's okay. Like, it doesn't mean he's any less of a player. It just means right now he needs to go to Vitesse. Like, he needs to take a loan break. He needs to do something.
Vitesse.
Yeah.
I just want to
see our academy boys are going.
Club. Listen, I agree with the Eden Hazard thing. Because Eden Hazard is not someone that you replace. He's not replaceable. And when people put that pressure on Pulisic to replace Eden Hazard, I think they were silly for that, because that's never what Pulisic came in for. Pulisic came in to contribute to the attack. We're meant to be a more balanced team. We're meant to be a team that now contribute all over. So when I'm seeing Chelsea attack this season, and I'm seeing that we can't even create chances and we can't score goals, I'm thinking to myself, but we just bought Hakim Ziyech. We just bought Kai Havertz, Timo Werner. Like, we're meant to be, like, I'm not expecting any of these brothers to put up mad numbers in their first season. But the whole point of buying this many attackers was that no matter what, one of them will deliver. One of them will come to the plate. Some of them will have good games, bad games, but overall, we should just get through it. And it's been a bit surprising to see everybody's just dog shit right now. You know what I'm saying? It's a bit long. Do you know what I mean? Super chat.
Can we please talk about how Ziyech has been the worst signing than Willian this season, please?
I don't think he's been the worst signing.
He's been worse than Willian. Can we talk about
Listen. He's not been worse than Willian, because Willian.
Yes, he has.
No, because the gender still no. Because I will run the agenda. No. I am not. Nope. Dami, I am running.
Not. Absolutely not. Nope. Absolutely not.
I will mute you. I will run this Willian agenda until my day is done. Agenda on Willian, okay? Don't disrespect Ziyech like that. And that's coming from someone who didn't even rate Ziyech that highly, where I think he has to sign. I was always on the Sancho train. But now Ziyech is here. Cool, he's not doing very well. He's had a couple injuries, but he is not Willian level.
You know what it is, yeah? Do you know? I was violating. Truth, I was violating. But let me tell you what I'm thinking, yeah? Let me tell you what I'm thinking, yeah? Ziyech, senior, coming to the court and do things from the get-go. Mr. Experienced. Mr. I'm in my prime. Mr. I'm going to swing in some left-footed crosses like into Quincy Promise against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. That was the Hakim Ziyech I wanted. Yes, I understand that he got injured. Yes, I understand people need to adjust. But broski, you were meant to be the one that came in. You were meant to be the one that was making the differences and whatnot. My tweet is still up. I called you Fabregas on the wings, and you're out here doing this for us against United. We're expecting you to do so much more. My thing is his outputs. Okay, I know he's been injured. I fully understand that, but he's been massively underwhelming. Massively underwhelming. This is not what I was expecting to see. If we saw this from Havertz, it's a different conversation. But this is not even Havertz, because Havertz is younger, isn't it? Ziyech is 27 stroke
27,
28 years old.
Yeah.
He's doesn't have much more time to prove any more points, fam. He's meant to come in and do his thing. And like I keep telling people, now it's starting to make sense. So many clubs saw Ziyech tearing it up in Ajax, fam. But Truce, how good was this brother there? Truce, how good was there's
like I said, before you arrived, like I said, Ziyech is a moment's player. And he's very frustrating. And I was too dramatic as well by using hyperbole and saying all these madness last year. Like I said, there's a middle ground that this fan base needs to come to with Ziyech, because he was always going to frustrate you in certain games. He's not going to deliver every single time, because at Ajax, like I said, you had the Champions League run, did bits, goal against Valencia, long shot, goals against Real Madrid, team play. He was brilliant. But on a weekly basis, he can frustrate you at times and give the ball away 20, 30 times a game. It's just how he is. He is a player, much like Bruno Fernandes, not stylistically, but in the way that they play the game, they take a lot of risks. And when the day is not good for them, it looks peak. Now, the problem with Ziyech is that his output has not been on the level of Bruno Fernandes. So, true say, when Bruno comes into the Premier League and has the output that he's having, if he's frustrating you in a game, doesn't matter, because you know statistically he's delivering. Regardless if he's having a stinker, he's doing a shithousery thing and he's turning up. Ziyech is not doing that right now for us. Now, 100% he's had a couple injuries. 100% he's had a change of manager in his first season. I'll give him all of that. But like you said, he is 27, 28, 29. He has not got the time that a Kai Havertz has got. That's fair to say. He doesn't have that kind of time. He's literally way older. And I think when he came in, a lot of people expected Chilwell and Ziyech and Silva, those three, to have instant impacts on this team. Maybe Timo adjusts, Kai Havertz adjusts, but because Hakim was he was a leader and a talisman in that Ajax team, and he's a lot older, people thought when he came in, he's going to have an instant impact, and it's going to be Kai Havertz that takes longer. And Chilwell, no adaptation from Leicester, Premier League proven, no time, it's going to be straight in, instant impact. These two players in particular have not been like that. So I understand the frustrations, but I have to hold it. I always give everyone one season, and I'm not going to go against that rule, because he's had a change of manager, now a change of identity. Brother was injured, snap his fingers, next thing you know, you see a new man in charge. It's like, yo, what's going on? Man hits form, gets injured again. And he's always going to have to take time to adjust to this league, because I kept saying it before we got him. This is not Holland. This is not they're busy. This is not Ajax. You don't dominate every game. You don't get to play at your own tempo no more. This is the Premier League. I know everybody saw a Champions League run. That is a knockout cup competition. That is a very small part of a season in the grand scheme of things. The majority of his football was played in the Dutch league. Do you know the difference in level from the Dutch league to the Premier League? It is disgustingly big. So he was always going to take time. And just because I didn't want him and I wanted Sancho, I'm not going to do the I told you so thing, because it's too early. What I will say is I'm going to give everybody one season. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to drop it. But if he's moving like this next season, we'll have serious conversations about it. Just to fly through the super chats, AC Gerard Peak, Barcelona fraud. I don't even know what's going on. AC was good. I mean, the defense get a clean sheet in it, so I can't really say too much. Mork says, could have used Dami Abraham up front today, LMAO. Brother, 6'5", I'm telling you. Brother's tall.
Well, I've headed in something, fam. You know them way there. I would have been involved. Honestly, fam.
Nine games unbeaten, 2 goals conceded. We're on the right trajectory. 100%. This is not. Like I said, you guys need to understand. When we do a review of the game, it is a review of the game. Are we frustrated that we didn't beat Manchester United and didn't take 3 points against a team that was there to be got at? 100%. Are we going to start ripping the whole team and saying, oh, we're going to get relegated? No. This is a match review. So we're reviewing the match. It's not a review of the season. It's not a review of Tuchel. It's not a review of the whole 9 games. It's the review of today. Today was not good enough. That is the grand scheme of the situation. And true say, we have to have that run. Like, that's a great run, but we're not in the top 4 yet. So understand the objective. We had to have a run like that because of where we've come from. You know what I'm saying? We've come from the depths of hell in 10th. So of course we have to have a run like that. It's a great run, but we had to have that run. Like, don't get it twisted. If you don't get a run like that, you don't get into the top 4. We need to win games. I keep telling you guys this in the previews. It is W settings only. We have to win games. That's the only way we're going to make top 4. And it's not done yet. Just what I'm saying. We're not in there yet. So, people, I understand 100%. 9 games unbeaten, 2 goals conceded. It's all good. But the main point of this stream is to say this attack needs to pattern up very quickly. Because, true say, how long can we say this defense can just keep on getting clean sheets? They're doing their job.
The thing is, yeah, even if we do keep getting clean sheets, if we're not scoring, how are we gonna win games? Like, let's use our logic about it, guys. Come on, like, I know that we haven't lost games yet under Tuchel and we've been great, yeah, blah blah. But at the end of the day, now we're looking at the attack because the attack is not giving us anything. Everyone else is doing well. We got the clean sheet. We marked out Bruno in the middle. We didn't finish our dinner. Why is that? You know, like it's a big problem. And today that was the biggest problem. Because if we had like 2 to 3 clear-cut chances. If we put those 3 chances away, if they were clinical enough to put it away, Giroud normally doesn't miss the chance that he missed today anyway. So what was going on? It's a cause for concern, man. We can't be doing this every single match. Like it wasn't good enough today, man.
This super chat says, I feel bad for Tuchel because he won tactically, but we need a striker. We need to score goals. It's not just the striker, it's the chance creation. Like I said, I don't really feel like I didn't watch a game today where we created bare chances and we missed big opportunities. Yeah, we missed a couple big ones. Ziyech missed, but we didn't create bare. I feel like chance creation was kind of dry as well. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know what you created.
One chance, I think.
I think 2 big chances max. Ziyech had a chance. Ziyech had that chance in the box that he shot straight at the keeper. And there's not much there. There's really not. Do you know what I'm saying?
I was fuming at that still. I was fuming. You buried that, man. You bury it.
Fuming, people.
Does anyone have any more information on Callum Hudson-Odoi's injury as well? Is that like a lot serious thing? Or?
I hope it's not too dire.
I have no idea. Man just left with an ice pack and dipped. Do you know what I mean? He said to himself, "Bun this game, I'm gone." Do you know what was interesting? You know when Mason Mount made that run as well? Brother thought he was Eden Hazard under the lights, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? Man was trying to do an Arsenal sick cockling on his backside and all that. But true say, when the final product finishing, cuts back on his left, I'm thinking, come on, Mason, this is all good. You've done all the hard work. Now finish the job. Shot don't get taken. I'm just like, yo, this team is a bunch of brothers who can't shoot. Like I said, no body armor needed around this team. Shots getting fired and not hitting the target. You could live safely. If these brothers had gun licenses in America, you're living, bro. Safe and sound. It's as simple as that. Do you know what I mean? They're not ruthless.
Someone in the comments said, what's the solution? I don't know, you know. What is the solution? Like, guys, help me out. Listen,
it's just training. Honest to God, it's just like, because everybody can keep saying, bring this brother in, bring that brother in. We don't have nobody clinical. That's it. Let's stop kidding ourselves. Bring in Abraham, bring in Werner, bring in Kai. Cool, I would like to see Kai come in, but he's not going to score 30 goals a season either. None of these brothers are clinical. Let's just get that right. The only thing that can happen is, don't forget, on the training ground, shooting drills. Go home and go practice. Lampard used to do it in his early career. One of the best goal scorer we've ever had. After the training sessions was over, he didn't go home. He stayed and he kept practicing his shooting. That is all this team can do. Go and do your homework, bro. Because you're coming in and getting Fs when it comes to finishing, bro. Go and do your homework. After the training session, if you want to start winning these games a bit, because even we can true say the games that we've won, we've been saying we can win it more comfortably. You know, Tottenham could have won that more comfortably. Tottenham didn't really come out. Fleco could have bagged a couple more goals. Every single game we win in this unbeaten run, we keep saying, yo, you guys won, but you could have scored more goals. If they want to improve in a clear area that they are lacking in, who needs to tell them that they need to work on their shooting? Nobody. Nobody should have to tell them.
No, but actually, I want to ask you. Are we asking, because it's one thing for them to do shooting drills for 6 hours a day, but is that really what it is? Is that it? Is that it? You know what I mean? Like, is that it? I get what you're saying, but
you sound like you're insinuating spiritual warfare, fam. Like they're going to battle spiritually.
Internal conflict, you understand? That's what's going on. Now, Juju na jazz, but true say, like, I mean,
I don't know what's going on.
I hear that. But I don't know. It's not just about the shooting. Like, what else? Like, I don't know. Like, is it their positioning right now? I mean, I think true say the most important thing is their decision making. I just think that's exactly what it is right now. Their decision making is exceptionally poor. Because true say, Chelsea are trying to walk the ball into the net. There are no way. I mean, it's not like we're setting up consistent tappings and people are missing. They are taking shots at stupid times. They are making passes at stupid times. They are not doing things efficiently. That's what's really killing us off right now. I don't think true say they're really having shooting issues, bar probably bar actual strikers. You understand? As strikers get into they do get in a few good positions and they fumble the bag. Timo Werner, Olivier Giroud, Tammy, they fumble the bag in good shooting positions. But overall, I don't think decision making is lacking, man. I think it's lacking. Like I said, Ziyech's decision making is lacking. Mount, sometimes his decision making is quite bad. Then you've got Pulisic, bad decision making. Everybody, all the attackers, they need to fix up, man. True say they really need to fix up. Honest to God.
I have to ask as well, Anita, what did you make of Ben Chilwell? Because he obviously came back into the team today. Some people, I don't really know the general opinion. What's your opinion of him today? Just as like yeah.
Benjamin Chilwell cannot play a wing-back role. He cannot. It's not embarrassing. Don't get me wrong, but today I missed Alonso. Like I really missed Alonso. That says way too much for me. Like he just can't do the wing back thing. Like don't get me wrong, I think he tried his absolute best. But if there was someone there to run at Benjamin Chilwell, yeah, it would have been curtains. I'm so sorry. I don't think Ben Chilwell can do the wing back thing. I think as a fullback, he's second to none. Second to none as a fullback, but as a wing back, nah, man, I can't see happening. And the transitional player, we barely played through the left, and I feel like that was the reason why. I don't think he can play that wing back. Well, people disagree with me. That's fine. I don't mind. Like I'm here to be disagreed with. Like
disagree. No, I don't disagree. No, I don't disagree.
Comments. I'm gonna be mad. Listen, I'm just saying. Listen, I'm saying, yeah. If Ben Chilwell, if this was like against Manchester City, Ben Chilwell would have got dusted on that. And it's not to say he's not a good fullback. He's a great fullback. But him having to do all of that running up, and he is. Dami, don't do that. He is. He's a good fullback.
He's not great. He's not
I like Ben Chilwell, innit?
To be fair, everybody that's getting onto Anita, she's one of the Chilwell fanboys. You know what
I'm saying?
Me, true say, I'm not high on Chilwell like that. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a good player with potential that we need to coach and improve on. But am I splashing 50 million sterling pounds on this brother? Absolutely not.
Yes.
True say, because I don't have 50 million personally, but am I advising Papa Roman to splash out 50 million sterling on this brother when I know there's other left backs on the planet that you can just? I don't think so personally.
I wanted him.
Everybody gets one season, innit?
Everyone gets one season, but I just don't think that Chilwell can do the wing back thing. And it's nothing against him as a player. I think today he didn't have a good game. People are saying that he played well. He didn't get challenged. Let's keep it.
I just thought he was decent. I thought he was decent. I didn't really notice him too much. Like I wasn't really watching Chilwell.
That's the thing. You would notice Alonso, and that's what I missed. Alonso. You would notice Alonso. You would notice him.
I just thought he was decent. Like the thing is with Chilwell, it was a decent performance. Will it be enough? And I have to ask you guys in the chat. Will it be enough for him to keep his place? Don't know. That's the thing. Like it wasn't a masterclass. It wasn't like. Yo, I'm Benjamin Chilwell. I'm back. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't one of them performances where everybody sits up and they're like, yo, 50 million M's. This brother's back. Maybe he needs more games, and do you know what I mean? Maybe you can say that. But it wasn't one of them performances where everybody sits up and they're like, yo, this brother's.
But I mean, at the end of the day, bro, like,
do you know what I mean? It wasn't one of them.
Yeah, I hear you. But at the end of the day, the way we played today, like I said, people were asking me, who was the worst player on the pitch, who was the best player on the pitch. I don't think there was a worst or a best. I can't choose one. Do you know what I mean? I can't choose one. So Chilwell, once again, came back into the game against Manchester United. Like I said in my preview, I told people expect Chilwell and Kante to start. Because obviously, when it comes to legs, Jorginho and Alonso are the last people you're talking about. Do you know where I'm coming from? You have to run away from people and you're being shot at. You're not going to call Jorginho and Marcos Alonso to carry you. Absolutely not. You will die in cold blood on the streets. That's exactly what happened to you.
You know what I want to add?
I mean, go on.
Do you know? I know he's playing left wing back, but if we have to rely on a left wing back to win us a game, we gone wrong. We gone wrong somewhere. I know Alonso gets his clutch goals and he gets his clutch moments, But true say, Chilwell just done his job. Maybe he wasn't tested bare, but Man United were dead food. But he just did his job. But should we be relying on Ben Chilwell to win us the game? Absolutely not. So I don't want to deflect because the attack was poor and put it on Chilwell, put it on James, or put it on Hudson-Odoi. At the end of the day, cool. The wing backs do get forward, they do contribute, but the front three, that is for me where the main issue is, because you brothers are expected to create those chances through the middle, and you're expected to put those balls into the back of the net. That is those three up front. Whoever plays there, they are the man them that I'm coming for when it comes to putting the ball in the back of the net. They have to be better.
You know, we had a bad match, but was probably our best player though. Mason Mount. That guy is inevitable. He was our best player.
I think I don't know. I think I might even give it to someone in defense, just because True say we kept.
Sorry, attacking wise.
Yeah. To be honest, I don't really feel to hand out man in the match today. I can't lie. I don't really feel it.
I'm giving it to me for attacking anyway.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling it like that. 90% of our finishing is about position, tapping goals from 5 yards, not worldies. The three at the back were immense. How many times did they drive forward? Do you know what? It was very frustrating. James put in a really good ball, and again, nobody on the back post at the end of it. I'm just like, man, come on. How many times are we gonna put the ball? Like, it's not. We didn't create bare. But the ball goes across the box. You know at Man City, Sterling's tapping that in. You know it. If Reece James was at Man City and he played, obviously Cancelo is a better fullback, but if he played and he put those crosses in, and Raheem Sterling would be gobbling them up at the back post, this brother he would have broken Fabregas' assist record from. I'm telling you, it is food on a plate. Nobody wants to eat. Every time the ball goes across the box, nobody there. I'm just getting there, guys. I'm almost there. Just be there, man. Just be there. Just be there.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
What did you guys think of Kante's performance today?
Let me keep it real.
I want it to be loud and clear. I don't want no negativity whatsoever. Oh yeah, tell me.
What do you mean?
No negativity. None.
Guys, don't do this. My bros, don't do this.
Anita, I might just drink this. Anita, I might drink it. I might have to drink it live. What do you mean?
Anita. Let me just be real with you. Yeah, he had a good game in the second half. Very good game. Second half, he was great. First half, I was frustrated. I know he got a lot of interceptions and tackles, but he also gave the ball away a lot. 66 pass accuracy % in the midfield. I'm sorry. I know he's not in the team to keep the ball. I know Tuchel said you're here to defend Bruno Fernandes. But if you are a midfielder playing for Chelsea Football Club, you cannot be turning over the ball that often. 8 times he gave the ball away in the first half. Like I said, defensively, you did a great job on Bruno. Bruno was nowhere to be seen in this game. Brother's missing. Cool. But this is what I talk about when I say Kante is not perfect. Kante does not need to start every game because he's not on the ball. There's too many turnovers when he's pressed. And that is the fact of the matter. There's too many. However, second half, it was calm. I'm just saying that. That's all I'm saying.
He did his job.
He did his job, but as a midfielder, you can't give the ball away like that.
The thing is,
think about it.
No, sorry. Let me just say.
You win the ball back and then you give it back away.
But let me just say. Thing is, everybody has a job to do, but I don't think it excuses certain things happening. Do you know where I'm coming from? Marcus Alonso can come in and score 3 goals, but then his defending is atrocious and we concede 2. At the end of the day, he might have done the job up front, but at the back, he didn't do too much. So when you go and go look, Kante winning 16 balls and losing 16 or losing 15 or 14, I mean, how does that really help anybody? Do you know where I'm coming from?
This is what I'm saying.
For me, at the end of the day, you sit down there, you watch him. Now, the thing is, Kante was good today. He was good. I'm not taking the mick. I know
you're not taking the mick here, but I feel like we're missing the proper thing here. The fact that he was breaking up play.
Yes,
the fact that Bruno
that's cool. Okay, cool. Let me do this, yeah. Let me do this. Say someone sends me to the shops and they need bread and milk, yeah, and I only get the milk. We can praise the milk, but where's the bread? Where is it? If you keep winning the ball back, that's cool. Mm-hmm. But if you win the ball back and then you give it away and then you win it back, what did you really do? What did you do?
you know why this is mad? Yeah, because if we lost the game, I would understand the point. But he gave the ball away, and what came from it? Not a goddamn thing.
What do you mean? What do you mean nothing came of him
when he gives the ball away? What comes from it?
Bro, you can't be giving the ball away.
What came from it?
What are you talking about?
No. What came from it? When he gave the ball away, what came from it?
Well, we lost possession. We couldn't go forward and attack.
But what came from it?
Okay. Do you know what it is here? Do you know what it is here? I'll give Anita this one. Wallahi, if I catch you talk about Jorginho giving the ball away next week, oh my God. If I catch you, oh my God. Yeah,
listen, it wasn't the best analogy. The bread and the milk,
I don't do anything else. Leave me alone.
Listen, it wasn't the best analogy, but just understand, I'm tired.
I get what you're
90
saying.
minutes of foolishness. My point is that if you keep giving the ball away, you're stopping attacks from proceeding. Cool, we didn't concede from you giving the ball away, but we missed the opportunity to progress the ball and go further up the pitch and do something. That is my point. And
even if that happened, what will you progress to do?
Anita, Jorginho and Kovacic, when they play, we win. Listen, I'm not trying to be that guy, but we win.
No, we do.
My point is, we don't need Kante to win football matches. This is what I keep saying. Cool, he comes in today. The team is rotated, but we don't need him to win football matches. And I know it don't sound nice. It sounds controversial, but the statistics show it. We have won games without him. I didn't lie. I didn't tell a lie, bro. I didn't tell a single lie.
But I personally think Kante not playing today would have meant that what's his name? Bruno Fernandes.
Kante today.
It's pros and cons.
You're right. You're spot on.
Fernandes probably would have.
Probably.
No, you're right. You're right. I said this. Listen, Chilwell and Kante, I called it on Thursday. If not even Wednesday, even. I said they were going to play. I knew they were going to play. But like I said, when it comes to ball progression, when it comes to progressing the ball, when it comes to distribution, when it comes to ball retention, Kante is not the man for that job. Like I said, we can all agree on this stream that we have a bunch of midfielders who are unique and special in certain areas, but they're not required in every single game. Jorginho's supposed passing excellent ability wasn't really, I think we could have used it today, but Kante's ability to win the ball back was more important. So that's what Kante.
People say, listen, let me just make this clear. First half, Chelsea had 50% possession. Under Tuchel, we usually have about 65 to 70%. People are saying without Kante, we lose that game. Maybe, but maybe we don't. Because if you don't have Kante, yes, Bruno Fernandes could have run wild. But we would have had more possession, so Bruno Fernandes would have got less touches. Always look at it from both. Because if you're going to do this thing where, if Kante doesn't play, then Bruno would have just run wild. If Kante didn't play and we were more press resistant and we kept the ball and we had more possession, Bruno doesn't get as many touches. It's not hard to say. It's just facts. So it's pros and cons. I said it in the preview. You play Kante and you stop Bruno Fernandes, but you might shift up the midfield and lose the ball a bit more often and sacrifice possession. Or you don't play Kante and you have more possession, but true say if you lose the ball in transition, Bruno might kill you. It's pros and cons. But no one can say just because Kante played, we didn't lose. That's stupid. You can't say that. It's not. You can't say it. I'm not going to tolerate it. I'm not going to have it.
I think Kante played a huge part in stopping Bruno. Not that we drew because Kante played. Not that, but he had a good game today because he did what he was meant to do, which was stop Bruno. And
while we acting, hold on. Are we acting like no? First half, Kante 66% possession. Pass accuracy. That was in the first half, innit?
Sorry, I'm confusing. Tony, it was the first half I'm talking about. First half. 66 passing accuracy. I don't know about second half, and I don't know rating or what you mean. I'm talking about pass accuracy, and I'm talking about turnovers. First half, 66% possession, passing accuracy, 8 turnovers. That's what I'm talking about. I didn't look at the statistics for full time. That's all I have to say.
My point is, like, what I'm trying to say is that at the end of the day, while we're acting, and this is once again, I'm not trying to discredit Kante's performance or anything. You understand? He won about 8 of his 9 duels. You understand? I know he lost the ball quite a lot, but truthfully, at the end of the day, why we're acting like Bruno Fernandes hasn't been missing for every big game he's played in the season?
Yeah, facts. That is facts.
Missing. Fernandes is always missing for most of them. So why we like this is nothing new. It's really not been new in the end of season.
To be fair, Fernandez is like, to be fair to Fernandez, yeah, he is missing because he does get marked out in every Big Six game. He gets marked the hell out.
How am I being biased when I just gave you a balanced perspective? I gave you both sides of it. I just said this. Do you know what? No, let me not. Go on, carry on. Carry on. What were you saying, Dami? I'm not doing it. Because I literally just explained the pros of having Kante and the negatives. How could I possibly be biased? What am I going to gain from being biased on Kante? You think I care? I don't care. I don't rep nobody. I don't rep Kante. My name is not Nongolo Scrumptious. That's not my name on Twitter. I don't care. I've got no reason to be biased. So I don't care, bro.
Like I said, for me, true say Kante came in. He did what I expected him to do. I think Kante was there just to be able to nullify and take advantage of the pace. That is what it is. In fact, true say, once again, I'm going to back this point again because literally, I really do not. I have nothing to. I mean, I'm not. I don't drag me at your own thing. Literally, Kante was not in this game to mark out Bruno Fernandes. That's not what he was meant to do. Bruno Fernandes does not have Eden Hazard type influence. Kante was in this game because of.
I think that's what Tuchel said. That's what Kante and Kova for Bruno.
Like, wait.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, he said it.
But my point is that at the end of the day, that's not just the only reason. Because of that front three, Kante was in this game because of that moment at the end, towards the end, where they had that counter attack and they won the ball back. If Jorginho is in that position, he's not covering that ground. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So that's what I'm looking at right now. Kante was mainly there for that. Do you know what I'm saying? He was definitely mainly there for that. That's what he was there for, Trucy. So,
right. And like I said, the second half performance was great. I didn't check the statistics, but like I said, second half performance was great. It's the first half I'm talking about. The first half. Yes, man. Listen, Manchester United's main threat is the counter-attack. Atletico Madrid's main threat is the counter-attack. Every single team we've played under Tuchel have played low blocks. What's their main threat? The counter-attack. So apart from Southampton and Barnsley, who actually went at us, what's Tottenham's main threat? Counter-attack. Did Kante play every single game? No. That's all I'm saying. Just be fair. Because don't pretend like now we have Man United or counter-attack. Now we have to play. It doesn't make any sense. We've been playing low blocks every game. True say, Man United didn't even really play a low block. They actually pushed up. A lot of people felt maybe Abraham should have played, but you could never really predict that Man United are not going to play a low block. I expected them to. So
I think Tuchel should have made the Werner change a lot sooner, in my opinion. He should have, because at one point, Man United were playing such a high line that I was thinking, if Werner actually runs in behind them, none of them are catching him, or they're going to make a mistake and they're going to foul him in the box. That was my opinion. That's my only thing I'll say about Tuchel. He should have made that Werner change a lot earlier. But hey, and that false 9 thing needs to not happen again. Thank you. Again, I don't want to see it.
Should Kante start against Liverpool? I actually had Kante to not start today and to start against Liverpool because I feel like Liverpool are a little bit more. I'm actually more worried of Liverpool than I am of Man United, which sounds crazy. I know Liverpool's defense.
How does that sound crazy? Absolutely not. That's not crazy.
Like
that's
Man United's defense. I know Man United. I know Liverpool's defense is messed up right now. But Salah, Mane, I'm still more worried about them guys than I am of Rashford, Martial. So I actually would have played Kante against Liverpool. I don't know. I really don't know. It just depends on if he's going to rotate or not. I mean, anybody could start at this point. You know what I mean?
Also, that's what's scaring you. That's not what's scaring me. It's not their front three. It's our front three, fam. These brothers can't do nothing, fam. Literally, they had to do. If Chelsea was a country and we had to defend ourselves and go and attack other countries to survive, would literally all be battery cages right now. I'm telling you, every single one of us. Brothers can't attack for nothing, fam. These brothers, they could talk about Liverpool's bad defense all day long, and we can say Virgil van Dijk is missing and how Thiago is a basket and all those different things. But will Chelsea score? Are they going to do it? Except they literally bend over and say, let's go in. That's exactly how, that's the only way we can score against Liverpool. So as much as the attack is lethal, Chelsea has been solid. Tuchel has made us a very hard team to beat. Do you know, I'm coming from Tuchel has made us a very hard team to beat. This is 4 games on the bounce now where we've not conceded a goal in terms of home games. Even Mourinho didn't do that for Chelsea. You understand? So when it comes to the defensive aspect, I'm not even too scared. But are we going to score a goal? That is the problem. Because one thing a lot of people seem to forget is when it comes to the defending, I back Chelsea, but you can only defend the way we've been defending for so long. We need to score if we want our defending to be made better. Do you know where I'm coming from? So that's literally how things are unfolding, man. Liverpool or not, but Liverpool or what? Virgil van Dijk or no Virgil van Dijk or Liverpool Salah and all them. Like, I don't really care. I just need us to make sure we have our scoring boots on, because if we don't, even if they do play with those brothers, I still wouldn't be confident, man. I still wouldn't be confident.
Someone said, Rudiger man of the match. He even made a run. Brother, you can give whoever you want to man of the match. I don't really know who to give it to be honest, because, like I said, I don't really feel nobody was the man of the match. Like, what did you like? No one really stood out for me.
Christensen.
Yeah, like if you're gonna give it to someone, give it to one of the defenders because they kept a clean sheet. But I can't really say that I'd give it to anyone like that. Like, it has to be one of the defenders. So maybe Rudiger, maybe Christensen. People, I mean, listen, Liverpool's going to be an interesting one because, like I said, do we have to win that?
Yes.
Yes. You know what I mean? Like I said, W settings only. If we're not in the top 4, we have to win. Just make it very simple for yourselves. From the moment we're not in the top 4 in the table, look at the table, look at the next fixture. If we're not in the top 4, we have to win. Now that's it. That's all you need to know. Like, that is it. I don't matter if it's Liverpool away or what.
I'm for wanting Jorginho to start for Liverpool. Sorry, I know I'm bringing it back, but I really want Jorginho to start for Liverpool, because the thing is, right, Liverpool's midfield, that's gonna be where we're gonna have to win the battle, because their midfield at the moment, they have so many players out of their midfield that I'm not even scared about it. The only people that we can be scared about is our front three, which is fair, and it's their front three as well. But at the same time, I'm not that scared of playing Liverpool. If I'm being real with you, all of their centre backs as well, their starting centre backs, they're all out. What is there to actually be afraid of with Liverpool? I don't think we need to play Kante against them. We need to be what? Clip me. I don't care.
I'm not afraid of our attack. That's all. But keep on. Sorry, that's all.
Like even the defense, I'm not afraid of the defense. The only people that I'm afraid of is Mane and Salah, and that's the only people that we should be afraid of. And I'm afraid
of us. I'm afraid of us.
Us not scoring.
I'm not afraid of no.
I'm more confident that we will score against Liverpool than I was that we'll score against Man United. I was more confident that we'll score against Liverpool.
Yeah, because Liverpool's defense is mad right now.
Their defense is absolutely terrible.
They got no defenders. I have to say, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, my mind's not really on Liverpool right now. I'm still really kind of pissed off.
Yeah.
So I don't really know who we should start. I mean, true say someone could go and get an injury in training and it changed the whole thing. So who knows? But hopefully not. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Kante, our assets today. He didn't just stop Bruno, has also stopped counterattacks. United are very happy with our possession. Do you know what would be interesting? If we sacrifice, because I feel like we was caught between two minds today. 50% possession in the first half, but we played Giroud, but we played Kante. If we had just said, cool, we're not going to have possession and sacrifice the ball, then we wouldn't need anybody to be great in possession, and we just go for counterattacks. And then that means, though, you have to play Timo Werner up front against the high line. And just say, Man United are not really good in possession. They want to be counter-attackers. So let's flip the switch. I know we're used to playing possession, but let's today sacrifice possession, low block. We're going to counter-attack. We're going to go Timo Werner. We're going to go Kai Havertz. We're going to go Mason Mount or whoever. And we're just going to counter. Hudson-Odoi, whatever it is. And we're just going to counter-attack. That would have been interesting, because then it would have been like, cool. You don't need to be good on the ball in midfield. You don't need to be, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter, because just counter-attack. So it could have been a way to go, but Tuchel, I don't think Tuchel's ever going to sacrifice possession like that and go, you know, maybe he will, but I would be shocked. Final thoughts, guys, because I'm going to wrap up. I need to go to the toilet, and I'm not going to lie, I'm just dead.
I need to pee as well.
I need to go to the toilet. Do you know what I mean? I need to go to the toilet. I'm tired. I'm hot. I'm sweaty. I'm nervous. We didn't win. I don't really know what to say anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Liverpool are playing right now. It's long. Dami, final thoughts. Let them know where to find you, because true say I need to bust a shit. Don't care.
All I can say is everybody should go sleep. Go and sleep, fam. You understand? Literally.
Unfiltered, Anita. Unfiltered.
People should just go to bed, honest to God. Everybody just go and sleep, get this work tomorrow, you understand? Monday settings and whatnot. Just go chill, go and relax. You understand? At least we don't have to get bantered in the office and whatnot. If you still have energy for it, if you still have energy for it, you might check out my review as well as on my channel. You understand? I went out there and I violated, as per usual. It was a funny thing. I promise you, it was actually funny. It was something. It's something to laugh about this evening. I can tell you that for sure. Go check out the Grand Dam, my team. Tomorrow I've got some banging people coming on. You understand? We've got Hammers coming on in the morning, and then we've got United fan coming on in the afternoon as well. And then Matisse and I'll be back during the week as well on Wednesday at 4 p.m. to do our thing. And I've got a lot of big guests scattered all over the shop this week. Be sure to check out the Grand Dam YouTube channel. You will not be disappointed.
You know, Dami's actually prepared for this week when he does that long ass. You know that one there, the build up play, huh? You got make sure you subscribe to Dami's channel. It sounds like as if he's doing a madness this week. I already know what he's doing, true say, but anyway. Yeah, I'm saying just make sure you go subscribe. Link is in the description because brother's not playing now. He's furious.
I'm furious. If we tell you the reason, when the 100K podcast comes out, you might understand. We'll explain the things that annoy. When we've dusted the rubbish behind us, those leeches. Let me just put it like that. We'll speak about them in the future.
Anita, what is going on for you? Let me know where to find all of your amazing content on the platty.
I work 9 to 5, Monday to Friday.
Yo, catch me 9 to 5. People.
Catch me 9 to 5 in it. Call my office, call my workplace. You know, got my work phone. Could be want to do anything, fam. I mean, at Flown _ at FLWN _ on Twitter and Instagram. Got Gold Diggers at Gold Diggers UK. Gold Diggers UK _ Football Terrace, and that's about it. It's not as spectacular as Dami's, but again, if you want to know what I'm doing for the entire week, 9 to 5, give me a call. Project managing. If anyone is in there in the comments and you want to come and change my life, I will quit my job tomorrow. Thank you.
That is there. Link is in the description. Go and follow Anita on Twitter and obviously Gold Diggers, all that kind of stuff as well. People, listen. It's peak, you know, because this is the worst possible fixture in terms of scoreline, dead. Do you know what I'm saying? But even still, we got two shows on tomorrow. Definitely one of them's confirmed, which is Ransom Saeed. Somehow we're gonna have to make what just happened entertaining, but you know we'll get it done. Probably talk about other stuff as well, because I'm not gonna give this game too much more airtime. But people, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you comment below. Let me know who your man in the match was, because true say I have no idea who mine was. And yes, we will see you tomorrow as per usual for another upload, maybe even 2 if I get confirmed. And really, there's nothing more to say. So I'm just going to go, like I said, drained in a bit, people. Forgot to say, when I say I forgot to say lateness is greatness, you know, at the start of this. That's how you know I'm done. Done. In a bit.